Good evening, everybody. I'm doing a quick all signs. We're gonna go through the zodiac, and it's just about spending time together and getting a look at your current situation, or who knows what we can see together. So I'm obviously starting with Aries. I'm gonna get 3 cards out of a tarot deck, and we'll do some, I'll pull an oracle card for guidance. 7 of Cups, the Sun, and the Magician all upright. No way. Look at this. So it's beautiful. I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's like the Magician is already like the person who's like able to dabble and use everything at his disposal to create his happiness in his world, right? And he's got so many ingredients to work with. It's amazing. So your imagination is extremely fertile. You can create anything you want. You're bursting with joy doing it. It's putting a smile on my face. I love it. For me, the 7 of Cups in this, I want to say in this light, does not even come off as confused or, scattered. On the contrary, it's very much playful and quite, quite able to utilize everything, every ounce of expertise for one, but also whatever is at your disposal to create, right, with. So I don't know what you're doing, but it's pretty major in the sense that it'll basically be a representation of who you are, of what your thoughts are as well, because this is an Uranus card, right? The Magician. So a lot of the beautiful original ideas, very unique with the Sun as well, right? Amazing. And I think you can have many ideas also, but it's mostly the resources. I know it's Cups, so, but still it's, the Magician is there to tell me that you're drawing out of all these ideas. And anyways, let's get an oracle for you. This one that came, I was gonna pull, but okay, I can't read. Hold on. Door to value. Look at this. With the money coming in, like, well, it's all these ideas, right? It's whatever you're creating at the moment is going to bring in a lot of money, value. I tried to say 2 words at once there. It didn't work. That's amazing, Aries. I love this. Okay. That was fun. It's a great start. Setting the mood for the rest of the zodiac here. Okay, let's do Taurus. Show us the energy for Taurus. What's going on now? What are they working on? What are they doing? What is Taurus's focus? Let's get 3 cards. I'm cutting first. So the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, the 7 of Swords in reverse, and the Hangman in reverse. It's a good, relatively good spread, quote unquote, combination, I feel that you're squeezing yourself out of, this is squeezing yourself out of a tight spot, literally, because you're slowly opening up. You're coming out of a period where you felt stagnant or you felt immobilized. A rest period, a moment where you needed to be quiet, to be in your own thoughts. And the energy of squeezing yourself out is on the Seven of Swords, right? It's time to actually wiggle out of that shell, or the protective shell that you had put in place prior. That was like a cocoon where you were actually thinking about things deeply, very, very deeply here. So there's been something on your mind. It's like you were planning your evasion. That's what it feels like. That's so funny. Let's get an oracle card for you. Let me pull. That was funny. And you get the Temple Path. Look at that. The Temple Path. Well, you know, the Hangman was probably came out for you to contemplate the idea of what your next move would be, where, which path should you go down. Although you might have already known where you want to go next, you still gave it some thought, right? I think you wanted to feel it out. And the reason you were feeling it out is because you were waiting for the right timing. That's why you were waiting, and that's why you were closed off before, and you were waiting for the moment where you fell, if you want, all that, you know, like the crust breaking, or like, you know, you were hatching kind of thing. So reborn. But the temple word is interesting, right? The temple leads me to think that you're much more spiritual than before. I mean, you could have been already a lot, but it just feels like either it's a vocation calling you, or maybe you're going to a place of worship, whatever that is for you. And it's very meaningful. It feels meaningful. Because the reflection was deep with the Hangman. You gave it a lot of very, very deep consideration. Let's do Gemini. What is Gemini's energy? Current energy. What are they focused on, really? What is happening? And this is a big pile. It fell. I'm gonna put it back. A little more shuffle. What's the energy, Gemini? The Three of Wands in reverse, the Three of Cups upright, and the Six of Swords. So 3, 3, 6. Well, you're focused on getting ahead. This is not just moving on. This is getting ahead of the pack, right? there's a definite goal in mind. I think you weren't so precise about it before. You didn't really have a very good idea of what it is that was either coming in, or in this case, I feel that you're going after, you're seeking. Reason is that you're, going towards people, you're moving ahead, but you want to get ahead of the pack. So it's like you want to get there first. It's like a sort of a race a little bit. So it feels like maybe you, like I said, you might have not had such a great idea of, or precise idea of what was either coming, or, but then suddenly you have like a moment where, I just heard like a little moment of glory where it's like, okay, I know exactly what it is. This is like my place of joy. This is where I rejoice. This is where I come together. It doesn't feel like just people. It could be like coming together almost like inwardly, like something clicks inside as well. Like it's the joy piece, right? It's like, okay, this is where I'm really happy. This is what I need to do. And then a very, very strong push, clear intention, and decisive action towards, okay, I need to move in this direction, but for some reason I'm feeling that you want to get there, almost like jumping over, right? I know that it's not quite this energy in general, but in this case, that's what I'm sensing. Wanting to get there faster than usual. Almost like trying to find a shortcut. Let's do your oracle, Gemini. Let's see what comes out for you. There's 3 cards. I'm going to put them back. I'm just going to get one. There were 2 that were wanting to come out, but only one. Okay. Indecision. That would have been maybe the 3 of Wands energy prior, when I said you didn't really have a clear idea. You didn't know if things were coming at you, towards you. The card was in reverse, right? So definitely they weren't coming towards you. So what you decided to do was move the energy in the other direction and become proactive. So let's do Cancer. What is Cancer's current energy? This card wants to come out. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, let me draw the 2 other ones. The Ten of Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups upright. Let me show you the cards. So the Ace. This is interesting. This is 11. Today is the 11th. It's also something that is taking a little while to start, but that has had quite an attraction on you, right? Quite a pull. You felt really, really interested to go towards, and if it's not just going towards, to just initiate. So whether it comes from you from the inside out, or it's something that's already existing that you feel inclined to go towards, or to get closer to. And you're able to do so because you've gone past what you fear were like possible difficulties, and I want to say pitfalls, and what you thought would be impossible, basically. So this card, which usually means something is ended and everything, in this case becomes what you see is now possible that wasn't possible before. And now you're ready to speak your emotions, what you feel. You're quite affectionate. You have a lot of attentive. That's the right word. You're very attentive. So you observe and you know exactly what would be a good gesture, a good word, what would be the right action, just the perfect thing that would be, you know, you've picked up by being attentive to other people's needs and ultimately your own, to be really clear here. But there's something that you see as bright and shiny that you are interested in, but you've had difficulty moving closer to it prior. So let's get an oracle card for you. Cancer. It could be a money opportunity here. You get 2 cards. Let's keep them. They fell. You get door to value, just like Aries did. That's pretty much the Ace of Pentacles energy. And you also get walking away, which is the Ten of Swords energy. So yes, there was an ending. If we're gonna go back to the typical meaning of the Ten of Swords. But there's also surmounting and getting over what you felt were pitfalls. And they could have been things that you've imagined to be pitfalls. One of them could be thinking of walking away, having someone else walk away. Whatever it is, it could have been that this is what you envisioned to be some form of betrayal to an extent. And if not real betrayal, just like, well, they let me down, or I didn't think this person would have done that, or whatever, you know. Let's do Leo. Let's get some tarot for you, Leo. What is Leo's current energy? What are their focus? What's up with Leo? Okay, let's take these cards. Whoa. Ace of Wands and 2 of Cups. Let me draw the last one. Wow, wow, wow. What is this? 4 of Wands in reverse. 5 of Wands in reverse, my bad. Great. So, I mean, this energy is a new start in love, huge attraction, perfect compatibility, huge chemistry, beyond lifetime kind of bond, right? Wow, wow, wow. And then this 5 of Wands, in reverse is the end of any sort of struggle or turmoil that you would have felt regarding this situation, or competition that you feel might have been, who knows, if this is a love situation, there might have been, you know, more than, there's like a group of people here that might have kept you. You know, they usually on the Rider Waite, there's a few, there's 5 people with wands sort of sparring, right? So they kind of try to block you. So you could have had more than one person try to block you in love. I think it's really more than one person. trying to block you from getting to this particular love option. But the card is in reverse, so I feel that you're succeeding at alleviating any form of blockage or obstacle here. Let's get a card for you, the guidance. And it says, no way, the sun. Wow, Leo, you have the best reading of the night. So far at least, but I mean, that would be really hard to beat, I think. This is, first of all, it's your card as well. It's such an amazing energy. Aries had the sun as well, but in the tarot. So you could be coupling with an Aries, definitely. Or another Leo, or just another fire sign, so Sag. Anyway, just this is pure happiness. This is you like in your elements, shining bright. I think that it comes from you being so in love, right? Wow, that's a spectacular reading. I'm hot. All right, let's do Virgo now. Wow. This is so much fun to read. Truly, I'm hot. I'm kind of... Okay. Virgo, what are your cards I'm pulling for you? The Ace of Swords, the Page of Cups, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So I'll show you. There you go. Okay, well, this is messages for sure of someone really wanting to get across to someone else. So I feel it's this page coming towards this Knight of Wands. They're not necessarily seeing eye to eye, so the conversation is about speaking the truth, opening up fully and disclosing everything, getting clarity, sort of creating this space as well, right, for one, to start with the conversation, of course, but creating space for both people to actually find common ground and relate and be able to even have the conversation. And I want to say, like, the safety of really being able to expose everything that's on their mind. You know, the Knight of Wands here would be a little bit skittish about it. The card is in reverse, so he might be adverse a little bit to, should I really trust this? Should I really open up? Is this really a safe space? Can I really speak my mind? How is it going to be received, etc., etc., etc. But there's someone else, which is in the page here is in a different energy. The page has no barriers, coming in like really, really candidly, openly, purely, simply as well, very humbly, to speak their what's in their heart, basically. So water sign and fire sign here. Oh, and a card flew out. Oh no, it's indecision. There's a lot of indecision, and I want to say that it really belongs to the Knight of Wands. It's exactly what I was picking up. The Knight of Wands is not as ready or receptive to hear to hear this Page of Cups is feelings and thoughts and words, an apology overall, if there was one, to be given. They're even indecisive about, like I said, even allowing for the conversation to happen, right? Let's do Libra now. So what's up for Libra? What is Libra's current energy? What are their focus? You get 4 cards. I'm actually going to keep them. They flew out. So a mini booklet. So it's the 5 of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles upright, the 6 of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Wheel in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I feel, Libra, this is someone that you might know. So 6 of Cups with this lady here, this earth sign, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, so someone that you would know is very nourishing to you in more than one way, right? Not just feeding you a good meal, but someone very caring for you. Someone that you can really count on, that you know you can count on, someone that you've known for a very long time, that you could have grown up with. Could be, even if it's a queen, she doesn't have to be older than you. She could be just a friend. She could even be younger than you to a degree. She's an adult, but you know, everything is relative in terms of age, and especially compared to you. She's in a little bit of a situation, so I don't know if she comes towards you I feel she might have had a few struggles and a few arguments. It could be with you, or she's just has felt like less involved with you. She hasn't been able to interact, or when the interactions were occurring, and when she had any connection, any relation to you, it could have been conflictual in the past, or just uneasy, chaotic, uncomfortable, and almost that didn't yield any results. And so it felt like everything was very poor in terms of exchange, but it could also be that she misses you greatly. But there's like a sense of emptiness here for sure. And there's definitely an energy of she doesn't know how to repair this. She doesn't know how to change things between you. So it doesn't have to be gender specific. I keep saying she because we have a queen here, but it could be a male, of course. You know that. So like a businessman, businesswoman, someone just like typically with a good reputation, someone who's reliable, that's a good worker. someone with a good record, like sheet, you know, like have a great resume as well, something like that. Let's get an oracle card, a guidance. Why is this that this person feel like she cannot get anything resolved with you? So community for one, and the other one is healer of the ages. Well, I did mention like a little bit of struggling in the past here. So she could have had arguments, not just with you, but, and not like full-blown big arguments and everything, like fights, but like a struggle in the environment, right? That's what I was describing. So the environment comes out here. And healer of the ages, I don't know if that's you for her, right? She might be looking for some healing from you, or to heal the situation. That's also what she's trying to resolve, that she feels that she cannot. But of the ages, that's really interesting. You know how I mentioned, you know, that she could be older than you or younger, that it was hard to say, but the word age comes up here, so take it or leave it, but it could mean that she's really older. Anyways, let's do Scorpio now. But know that this woman, or this person, I should say, Libra, is really wanting to, she feels stuck. The person feels stuck and feels like she doesn't know the solution to get things moving with you. Let's do Scorpio. What is the energy for Scorpio? The Lovers flipped. Okay, let me pull the other ones. There's beautiful energy tonight. This is the Ten of Wands in reverse. And the King of Swords in reverse. Let me show you. So there's lots of air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, definitely. So Scorpio, are you trying to choose between two people with the Lovers? You seem like you want to drop one. The Ten of Wands in reverse is telling me there's going to be definitely a choice. You're going to drop one of the options. In this card, it's interesting because there's three people. Instead of two and the angel, this is three and the angel. So maybe it's a third-party situation, even if it's only the Lovers card and not one of the three, one of the threes. I feel that the King of Swords is a little bit you here. It's a Knight. Hold on. No, it's the King. I feel the King is you because it's in reverse. The card is in reverse, and I feel that you're having quite a hard time, or you're not happy with having had to make a choice. It's probably a difficult choice. It leaves you a little bit powerless. It's really strange how it comes up, because you'd think that you'd be really happy with your choice, that, you know, how can I put it? That you would feel certain about your pick. But there's something here where I don't think you're so convinced. And it's got you a little bit like edgy, you know, edgy in the sense of like not fully satisfied, not fully flowy, and how can I put it, like you feel obstructed. That's what I'm getting. It's but it's internal. You know, no one is impeding you from making the choice or stopping you. On the contrary, you're probably being led to, with these two cards saying the same thing, you're being led to make a choice. Or there's someone influencing you on the negative, right? Meaning constantly, how do you say, there's a word in French we say susurrer. It's like when someone like keeps whispering in your ear, you know, like what you should do, you know, like those movies where you always see like this not so nice character, like the really like the king's counselor, you know, the one who's like in Tolkien, there's one, I forget his name, it's a character like and I forget. Anyways, I'm not gonna be able to give it to you because I don't remember all the names, but it's not just in Tolkien. There's in many other tales you have like the counselor that it doesn't give good advice, right? That is influencing on the negative. But I'm not saying this is what's really happening. It could be someone like this in your vicinity, but it could also be that you feel that you're not of your own good counsel, right? You're not so sure. Maybe, I don't know if it's really indecision. I don't think it's just indecision. I'm not sensing that primarily. I think it's just you're not fully convinced, maybe. Let's draw the guidance for you. Two cards. So it is door to personal healing and happiness, along with the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. That's amazing. So you see, it's a lot of third eye, so having a lot of insight. And the King of Swords was in reverse, an air sign. So not having the clarity. So maybe, yes, you're lacking in, let's say, judgment, or you're thinking that you're lacking in judgment, which is the obstruction ultimately. So it's not really someone necessarily telling you bad things, or it could be, I don't know. You tell me. You know, this healing and happiness portion, maybe that's what you're wondering, that you made the right choice about, right? Did you choose the right partner or the right person? It looks like maybe there's 3 people. You might be the third and you're choosing between 2. It could be that maybe you even have 3 options. Who knows? Anyway, but you're definitely looking for happiness, that's for sure. And a lot of healing, which you will get because you're protected by Angel Metatron. He'll make you see. He'll help you. He'll guide you in making the right decision. So I believe I'm on Sagittarius now. I think so, right? Let's do the tarot for Sag. If ever I forgot a sign, I will redo it, a quick one. Sagittarius, what's up for you? What is your current energy? Oh, the High Priestess flew out. Let's draw the rest for you. Wow, the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. No way. What a beautiful combo. Look at that. Amazing. Okay, let me just get comfortable. So, I feel you're pensive. You're quite pensive about what it is that you're going to start. It feels like you're both starting something in love and in business. It feels like you're basically, you know, there's typically two pillars on the High Priestess. I think that you want to tackle, you know, you want it all. So, and you will have it all, literally. What's beautiful is that you know it. You have the inner knowing about it. I feel that you're also very quiet. You know how they say, don't say too much and too soon, and just like, you know, do your thing, and once it's kind of there, once it's kind of happening, then you can actually talk about it more openly, at least. I think this is what she's doing. She's taking her time. She's also probably using divination to even either manifest it or accelerate it, create it, simply just making it happen out of thin air, out of the ether. Okay, let's get a guidance card for you. Okay, that's a big pile. I'm not taking all of this. Let me cut. What does it say? The Angel of Strength. So maybe you're interested in a Leo in terms of your love option here with the Ten of Cups. It's also just strength, right? It's beautiful energy to couple both your intuition along with personal strength, right? Just strength of character, strength of, you know, faith, really trusting, and also working it at a subconscious level, right? Knowing that it's working for you. That's the beautiful way of how she actually creates out of thin air. You know, it's not the magician energy per se, right? It's not the same kind of directional, intentional energy than the magician. It's happening a lot more subconsciously, almost. She's almost unaware that it's happening, but it's happening. Yeah. So let's look at Capricorn. What is the energy for Capricorn? What is their current energy? The Eight of Wands. Let me pull the other two. Death in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. So something goes really, really fast and then kind of just actually doesn't even like all the momentum accumulated and like springing forward is actually almost like it comes to a dead stop. But at the same time, because death is in reverse, it's like saying the energy is being stopped in its tracks, but it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't get to transform and actually you know what I mean? It's like seeing like the drawing I have in my head is this, like a loop, and you'd want the energy to spring again, right? But it's like the death here in reverse is like taking you for a loop, like going backwards before you get ejected forward again, which is the Five of Cups happening, getting past disappointment. So it's almost like saying there's like a mini detour in the middle. So it's really this energy of there's a loop here and then you move forward and even beyond, past the Five of Cups. So for me, it's a very precise image that I'm seeing in how the energy is flowing on this. It almost feels like it's a lesson to be harvested here. Something not obvious, right? By that I mean that might not be like a breeze, but not necessarily difficult, overly difficult, just especially with so much momentum, you know, you might actually find it difficult simply because you are noticing that you have to kind of wind back and then spring forward again, right? But you're getting past whatever disappointment you find while you're doing the detour. Or mostly sadness. We can add sadness to the mix here. Let's get the guidance. Wow, look at that. Broken hearts. Well, isn't it what I was describing, especially about the sadness parts? But it's the detour. And this is the arrows of love in general, right? So it's like really, really going fast, going forward towards something full speed. Anyways, was that Capricorn? Yeah, I forget. I think it was Capricorn. Okay, let me do Aquarius. I'm not sure anymore. What is Aquarius's energy? Some cards flipped, you heard them. 4 of them turned. These are the cards, but let me tell you, we have the Tower in reverse to start with, the 2 of Wands in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and Strength. Well, Aquarius, you are showing a great deal of courage, but you're also showing a great deal of, I'm hearing maturity. There's something that you are standing your grounds. One of the reasons is that you're in the process of mastering yourself, your emotions. which wasn't the case prior with the King of Cups in reverse. So that is something that you are mastering, that you're overcoming, that you are I just heard rediscovering. And you would have had like a shake-up in the past. We're all talking fairly recently, right? Because relatively recently, of course, it depends how it resonates for you, but we are reading current. So what's really strong here, this is really what's currently going on. These two, the fact that you're overcoming imbalances and mood swings, or you know, when I'm seeing, like, you know, when there's like a flood and you see like the water breaks apart like some of the land, and you get like the impression of the landslide, you know, like the vision of a lot of water, and the just everything just I don't know, just gets taken away, or just it breaks apart as well. It's a little bit of that energy. It's the landslide, because there's so much water here. So you would have felt like this. You would have felt like almost like the rug being pulled under your feet, because it's like there's no more solid ground. And so you feel unstable emotionally when that happens. It's almost like for you, you would need to touch something solid to then feel the inner strength of your emotions. So maybe you were lacking in solid ground, of having solid ground, or it was just taken away, right? Whatever you were also dreaming about, wanting, cherishing, maybe that got taken away from you. Let's get the guidance here for you, Aquarius. Too many. Let's see. It's beautiful. Blossoming abundance. You know, it's abundance, but honestly, the blossoming part is what's happening with the death here. Oh, with the strength card. Excuse me for that slip of the tongue. That's interesting. You know, because we have the Tower, it's not upright, but it's still the energy. I kept describing the landslide, so something is being washed away, right? But all this solid ground, so it feels like something has ended. And that's you in the face of this situation. So blossoming abundance maybe is what's coming. You're gonna find it funny, but you know how the lady opens the lion's mouth here? It feels like it's the blossoming because of the movement of opening up. That's what I'm seeing. And it also feels now it's the mouth that is being opened. So I'm thinking that the way I'm seeing things is that words can finally come out. Maybe even a roar. But a roar that would be tamed and modulated. It would be very different than just a savage, wild roar. Let's do Pisces. What is Pisces energy? Current energy. Oh, your cards turned. 4 cards. The Sun in reverse, Justice, the Hangman, and the 8 of Swords. So it's 3 majors. I don't know if you can see the Sun in reverse, etc. I mean, the 3 major arcanas are all upright, so this is beautiful energy altogether. Sorry, the Sun is in reverse. My bad. What am I saying? The Sun card, even in reverse for me, is still, it's hardly negative. It is, but it's not so negative. But it points to a lack of confidence, and I'm linking it, Pisces, to the 8 of Swords, being in your head, feeling insecure. Obviously, I feel you might have been put on pause. What's the right word here? You've been placed in a timeout. That's the right word to use, the right words. It's like someone has decreed justice, right? And so, or made a judgment or given judgment about putting you in a timeout. And this, you know, this is the jail card, quote unquote. So it's like you've been sentenced to being not just put on a timeout, but like in a specific jailhouse, namely the one in your mind. But so a lot of it is symbolic, of course, but yet it's the result of maybe a masculine figure or authoritative here, someone that would have a great ascendant on you, influence, so they wouldn't have been happy with you, and so they would have rendered maybe made a harsh decision to hang you to dry and or just put you in suspension, right? On suspension. Let's get the guidance. Let's see. The card flipped and fell. The garden and the gate. The gate! I just spoke of the jailhouse. What's beautiful is that what I really love, Pisces, is that you're so imaginative, right? That even if you're sentenced on a timeout, being placed on suspension, in suspension, set aside, you know, whether it's figurative or literal, hopefully it's not literal, but you know what I mean. You still have the beautiful capacity to imagine that you are in a beautiful garden and that the sun is shining on your skin and that the flowers are blooming, that you have, you know, that it's all beautiful and green. And so you're still able to find inner happiness. Part of it is through your imagination, of course. So there's a little bit of, you know, the very Piscean trait of living more in fantasy than reality. I have to say it. But at the same time, it's also a beautiful place of solace. It's a place of dreaming the impossible, and it's the place where you create everything anyway. So instead of a silver lining, it's almost like a golden lining here, because I'm thinking a little bit of borrowing a little bit of the sun energy, and looking at the light on this card, right? So that's what I have for you guys. If ever, of course it'll be time-stamped. I didn't say that at the beginning, but if I forgot any sign, because I'm going to watch it back to be able to timestamp it for you guys, I will redo the signs that I've forgotten. So I hope something resonated for each and every one of you. Please like the video, share and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. I'll see you soon, guys. Take care. Good night.